We've all been a little bit bored at times through the ebb and flow of lockdowns, curfews, and quarantines that have dominated the past year of our lives. Over the past 5 or 10 years, the madness of the world has seemed to accelerate faster and faster. The modern world was becoming so vastly different to the ones of our parents, more so than any generation before us. The internet, social media, Trump, Brexit, Me Too, and BLM are all products of our time. Rapid, paradigm-altering changes and challenges to the structures that have dominated the modern world. They are coming thicker and faster with no end in sight and no sign of slowing. And I believe we will look back at these years as being like the early stages of a revolution, though I cannot yet say who will triumph. I thought that when lockdowns began, that this momentary pause on reality would break the spell of 21st century life and send us all catapulting from our relentless 24-hour whirlwind existence and give us some time for thought and reflection, to analyse what we liked about the world pre-COVID and what we could do to change it for the better once it was done. I wanted to figure out what awful systems or ideas could we leave in the bin along with our disposable masks after the pandemic. I was so focused on what might happen as a result of the pandemic and lockdowns that I failed to look hard at what might happen during this hypothetical journey to self-reflection. I'd considered the psychological effects of lockdowns, social distancing and masks, and what the pause on reality might do to people's ambitions, career choices, or living arrangements. But I did not imagine how much it would change the digital world or the financial world. Cryptocurrencies, meme stocks, options, markets, and retail investors, combined with Reddit, 4chan, and a healthy dose of market volatility, has given us a brand new style of revolution. One only forecast by the most ambitious technologists and futurists. The rise of the internet hive mind through decentralized finance and cryptocurrency to challenge the financial institutions that have ruled our world for decades is incredible. This has all combined to make millionaires out of meme lords, turn Wall Street bets into more than just lost porn, and transform a very unknown cat into a hero amongst apes. It took until January 2021 for me to realize where some of our world was heading with the GameStop saga. But it was not until last week, with the meteoric rise of DogeCoin combined with the so-called House of Cards DD that reached the front page of Reddit within 1 hour of being posted, that I began to realize the full gravity of what GameStop may have started. First of all, memes now run the world. Second, millennials and zoomers have so little chance at real wealth accumulation that we've turned to YOLO moonshots with very little chance of success, or, if you believe the DD, guaranteed success. And thirdly, our financial system may be based on fraud, and we are now only beginning to wake up to the scale. Elon Musk told some people on the street when they asked him about DogeCoin that fate loves irony, and that it would be a very predictable twist of fate in our modern world if the cryptocurrency based on a meme and designed to mock the idea of cryptocurrency became one of the most widely used and accepted currencies. The world has become a meme, so why not run with it? Some of the most widely read news sites have become the Babylon Bee, Onion, and Waterford Whispers. They're all joke and parody news sites created to mock the ridiculousness of our reality. In all honesty, we should have seen the meme world coming when r/nottheonion became a popular subreddit. It's where users post articles that sound like a parody but are true. Some recent examples include Australian government confirms the COVID vaccine cannot connect you to the internet, tourists forced to write sorry 500 times for breaking lockdown in India, and an all-time favourite of mine, YouTube celebrates Deaf Awareness Week by killing crowd-sourced captions. It makes sense. Our world is becoming a joke. Skits from TV shows now seem to accurately reflect reality, memes have become reality, and comedy has been dead for years because it seemed no one could top what the simulation riders were throwing at us on the final season of Earth. Go on, tell me now that memes are not driving the world. Donald Trump memed his way to the White House, Jeremy Corbyn's revolution was meme-driven, and Bernie Sanders, still the most popular politician in America, has monetized a picture of him wearing mittens at Joe Biden's inauguration, which went viral into a sweatshirt, and the proceeds of which he will be giving to charity. The crypto and stock markets have been heavily influenced by the rise of meme stocks and meme coins. GameStop, the retail investor revolution, and DogeCoin have been fueled by the meme-based hype train that the internet loves. Almost every modern independent journalist and alternative media platform use memes as a way to convey ideas and spread concepts. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. I don't believe that this is just because they want to mock our world or are not serious about news or journalism. I believe that our world has become so corrupt, our institutions so unfit for purpose, and the media such a parody of itself that to express genuine despair and outrage about the reality of the situation can sound far too morbid and serious for my generation to deal with. Perhaps we don't want to confront these issues, or we're not willing to explore in depth the true scale of corruption in our system, and thus, by using memes, we have found a way to acknowledge the broken nature of our entire world without the need to truly confront it. We can simply laugh it off. Tim Dillon, one of the most brilliant and unfiltered comedians of recent years, sang a touching tribute to the war in Afghanistan now that the US has announced that all troops will be withdrawn by September 11th. A date I hope was chosen to troll conspiracy theorists. In his tribute, Dillon references numerous shocking truths about the war in Afghanistan. The poppy fields protected by soldiers that need to be packed into the drugs fueling the opioid crisis in America. The Western presence there due to our need for lithium for batteries in all our gadgets. The fact that we spent hundreds of millions of dollars to achieve nothing. No victory, no peace in the region, no fostering of a progressive capitalist democracy or a land of the free. And to mention many of these topics seriously in the mainstream is already difficult, and when you do, you're often ignored, slandered, or even censored. And I for one cannot imagine the paedophilic practices of the Pashtuns being questioned on any major TV networks, nor the real reasons we are over there beyond peace and stability. Humor is the only way we can breach these topics. And I don't think it's surprising that one of Britain's most successful print magazines is Private Eye, a slick mix of humour and investigative journalism. Memes rule the world because instead of addressing our stunted inability to express concern for these issues seriously, most of us would rather just laugh about it as the world burns. For many, Trump's election was worth it, just for the memes of crying liberals and the triumph of the Trump train. Now, the next stage is here. Memes have taken on a new life, one that creates millionaires out of meme lords, and allows revolution to be kept alive through humour. The chance to get rich quick is an incredible incentive for a generation who have less and less access to the traditional avenues of wealth creation and accumulation, i.e. a steady job and affordable housing. However, in the meme stonk madness of early 2021, it was memes that drew people in, memes that kept the community together, memes that kept you interested in the story, memes that encouraged you to buy the dip and trust the process. Our desensitization to serious problems or threat of bankruptcy ensured that we never appeared to take the moment too seriously, or at least seriously enough for the outside world to mistake apathy at bankruptcy for commitment to madness. Mainstream press like to paint those following these movements as childish, irreverent, stupid, and perhaps even reckless. The reality is that for many, the thought goes, how can this be worse than the alternative? At least this way it's fun, and we get to be a part of something, however briefly, that could upend the global financial system or break the political world. Who cares? They never worked for us anyway.